yeah, that's a good, you're still in that same Brooklyn cabinet yoga. Make sure that's clear for you. Okay, let's go ahead and let's begin in standing, please. So go to Samasthiti at the top of your mat and just take a moment to ground through the feet, lengthen through the spine. And just pour your heart into your practice. Open your heart to receiving the wisdom that's already within. And just we'll allow the breath to be a guide to help us regulate and generate our pranic body. So our energetic awareness, alignment, and just coming into that pureness of well-being. So take a moment, take a breath or so, and you can close your eyes or not, but bring in your practice, bring in your heart. You can call on a teacher, a guru, a guide, however you want to begin. I'm going to just begin with one Om vibration, connecting to, that which is infinite in all beings, unborn, undying. Take a breath in. May our practice serve to bring an end to suffering in all beings through our own bodies and minds. Let's begin, please, with Surya Namaskar. So inhale, reach your arms up, and you can look up, you can go back as much as you want. Fold forward, exhale. Release your head, bend your knees as much as you like. Inhale, lift chest, heart, eyes. Place your hands down, step back, and lower slow knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lower, tall cobra. Maybe keep just hips down these first couple rounds. You can feel your back really engaging. Reach your toes back, look up, and to downward facing dog. When you're ready, toes tuck. Let the hips go up high and relax the whole spine to lengthen. Excuse me, I have a tissue need. All right. Good. Go ahead and lift your heels and travel the feet forward. Any way you like, you can step or hop. Inhale, lift your chest when you get there. And fold, exhale. Reach up, look up, root down through the feet, go up, go back. And go right again into another round. Forward fold, hinging at the hips. Drop your head. Inhale, lift. And put the hands down so you have the anchor of the hands and then anchor the feet. And then lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And open the breath to the upper chest, downward facing. Sitting bones high and wide. You can bend your knees. Go for a smooth and steadiness in the breathing in and out through your nose. Good, you can change, look forward, walk or hop the feet. To your hands, look up, inhale. Drop your head, exhale. Press to the feet and rise. Up, back again as much as you like. Go one more, exhale, folding, diving, head drop, inhale. Pull in right around the navel to the spine. Step your feet back and lower. Inhale, lifting the breath. So this is really about warming up the lungs and the breath. My body's going to get warmer as we go. Downward facing dog. So take it nice and easy, nice and slow. We'll do a lot of postures today. We won't be quick, like we'll hold things, but give your body a chance to wake up if this is still morning for you. And just to then come into this kind of focus and awareness, patience. Good, lift your heels, travel the feet forward, lift the heart, and relax your head. Come up, press down to the feet, nice and strong. Lift up heart, eyes, palms, and bring the arms down all the way to the sides for Samasthiti, equal standing. And just be still. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, feel right around the navel, kind of drawing in and up as the diaphragm lifts on your exhale. You get even more space in the heart. Do that again. Take a deep, full lung breath. You can soften a little through the low abdomen, and then when you exhale, feel it lift. Not trying to do anything super forced or struggly. It's just noticing that naturalness of the diaphragm lifting, and then you can add on to increase and movement into the chest, heart. All right, arms up overhead, half moon pose, and release your 10 fingers. Cross up the thumbs, stay there. Squeeze your palms together at the wrists. Make sure your legs are all the way in together, like really in feet, ankle bones. And then stretch up even more, a little bit, tuck the rib cage down, just so you're not low backward bending. You can squeeze your glute muscles a little bit too. Biceps right alongside of the ears. So you create this really strong length, and you root down as much as you're reaching up your index fingers to touch the ceiling, and then start to go over to the right, hips to the left, and go slow so you can feel the stretch on the left side. And just observing that sensation while breathing in and out through your nose normal. The bottom right shoulder kind of stays forward, the left front hip stays forward. So if you have a mirror, like you can see things even in the mirror. There's a big, tremendous, moon shape on the left. Contract your right side, relax your jaw. Squeeze your palms back together, straighten your arms, and then come up, straight legs, straight arms the whole time. Stretch up, strong in the center, find that centering. Squeeze around the glutes a bit if you need, press your heels down and then go up and over. Think up to go over, it doesn't matter how far down, and observe the two different sides. We look symmetrical on the outside, if we have all our limbs, 2 arms, 2 legs, all that stuff. But when you look at the inner, organs and the way things are, we're not really symmetrical. Keep breathing, so different things will come up. Could be for that reason, could be other things. Keep going, breathe, press weight back down into the heels a bit. Upper body back, hips forward is another way to think of it. Change, come up, stop in the middle. Be clear with where that center is, and then we'll go backward bending. So press your feet down, squeeze your bum forward, lift your arms up, lift your chest up. Everything is up, and then just let your head go back only. Breathe here, look at your hands. Pull in right below the navel. This will help the neck relax, and you're gonna keep track of that point. So you're like lifting up from your pelvic floor to the crown of the head. There's an energy. Lift your chest more, lift your chest more, reach your index fingers, touch the ceiling, and slowly start to take your arms back. Lift the chest again, think upper spine, head back, arms back, chest up, reach back. Keep going with the arms. See if you can point to where you're looking. Squeeze your bum a little forward, lift your chest more, and now go into your whole spine. Low back, middle back, upper back, whole spine, backward bending. Keep breathing, keep contacting awareness into that low navel point. Look more, reach more, go more. Change, come up. Stop in the center. Bend your knees, hinge at the hips, come down slow, flat back. Right away, take your elbows to your calves behind you, and then slip your fingers down to your heels, maybe under your heels if you want to do that grip. Drop your head, face on the shins below the knees. Keep your body glued to your legs, press your big toes down. The more you can get your elbows back, the more space You're going to get behind the heart, right? As the scapula kind of widen and go back with the elbows, then you have that space behind the heart. Now breathe into right behind the navel, around the belt vessel, kind of a little higher than the navel. And keep your knees bent. And just drop your head, press your big toes down. The sitting bones lift and spread, tail high, head down. Deepen the breath. If you can, slow it down without forcing, just allowing. And if your legs are straight, contract your thigh muscles to lock the knees. You don't have to do that. In fact, usually better just keep a micro bend in the knees for most bodies. To change, come up flat back. Okay, so bend the knees, scoop the stomach in and come up, arms, ears, all the way up. And exhale the arms down at the top. Just be still. Samasthi. Let's just do the lung stretch for the meridians. Just take your palms a little face up and reach your thumbs out. We'll do just lung and large intestine today, and we'll add some in, maybe in postures. Press through the thumbs a lot. You might even feel it in the thumb, like the muscles of the thumb, or somewhere along the path up the arm into the upper chest, lung pathway. Letting go. Lower the left arm and rotate the right palm face down, but point your right pointer finger to the right. Index finger reach, and then take the arm maybe a little back and look over your left shoulder. Maybe take your chin a little down, look down without twisting. You want to keep the chest really straight on. Just isolating large intestine pathway from the index finger to the right index finger to the left nostril. It crosses the throat, it crosses the center, the face. Take deep breaths here. Notice what you feel in the stretch. Change, right arm down, left arm up. Index finger point, look to the right, relax shoulders, maybe chin down, maybe arm a little more back. It's going to increase usually a sensation. Try to breathe very deeply in these fascial stretches. Slow it down. Good, change, look forward, lower the arms down, come to the top of your mat again, or I'm gonna do that, you probably already are there. Bend your knees and lift your chest, go to Utkatasana. You can have your palms together or separate. Let's sit low, lift the heart, and then fold in half. Release your head, hands down. Inhale, lift your chest. Place the hands down and step back to a plank. Top of a push-up, hold your plank for a moment. Feel navel lift up to spine, chest strong, right? Butt in line with the shoulders, legs activated, kicking out through the heels. Lower down, you could do chaturanga, you could do modified push-up, or do the knees, chest, chin, whatever you like. Support your shoulders. Inhale, lift the heart. Cobra, low, tall, or go to up dog. Hold though, whatever you've chosen. Hold the posture, breathe. Reach your big toes back. If you're an up dog, lift the chest more. Press your palms down. Fingers are strong. Shoulders away from the ears. Look up. Change, downward facing. Go right foot forward, left heel down, and reach the arms up, Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior, stay there. Feel your left heel pressing down. Cool, and then lifting the heart up and just feeling the connection between the fingers and the toes into everything else. Open to warrior 2. Widen out the feet. Good. Ribs are facing the side, but then you gaze out over your right hand. And that right knee stays bent. Left palm down to the thigh, somewhere at the hip, rotate the right palm and lean up and go back, reverse. And just let the neck be free. Keep breathing, keep bending your right knee. Change. Warrior two, now interlace the hands behind the back and square your chest forward again to the right knee. You can step your left foot in a bit for warrior one legs. Let's do humble warrior. Lift the chest, inhale. Go back as much as you like. And then bring the chest forward inside the right knee. Drop the head, pull in, navel, spine, so you have balance. Arms are gonna float out, away from your spine, maybe head on the ground. You got to just drop it. Keep bending the right knee. Change, hands down, step back, and lower. Chaturanga, or do your version. Inhale, forward, cobra, or up dog. Downward facing. Left foot, same thing. Left foot comes forward to warrior. Right heel down, reach up. Lifting the heart, the chest, the eyes. Anchor the right outer heel. Open to warrior two. So opening of the prana vayu relates to the chest, the heart, vital energy. Okay, rotate left palm so you can reverse. Side bend. Keep bending your left knee. Change, come up, interlace the hands. Heel toe right foot in a bit. Inhale, lift your chest. And then come down, lead the chest through inside the left knee. Keep bending your left knee, put your head on the ground. Come up halfway, frame your left foot and step back. Hold your plank this time, okay? So in your plank, you're gonna bring your feet together for side plank. We'll go to the left first. So roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, stamp down your left hand, lift your right chest. Squeeze your butt forward. Do adjustments or, to the posture as you need. Not trying to hurt anything, but use extra strength. Sometimes you just gotta call it up and trust. Change, do your other side. You can also do full vasisthasana, where you pick up the top leg and you send the hips forward, head back, and grab the left big toe, all that. Change, look down, vinyasa. End up in downward facing dog. And then go upside down, either in a headstand or a dolphin, okay? So dolphin, just forearms down, flat palms. If you're doing headstand, try to do the interlaced palm version, interlaced finger, excuse me, top of the head down. Whichever one you're doing, go in with just a calmness, because that's all we're gonna do is we're gonna reverse the energy and let the breath be quiet. Just get upside down, dolphin or headstand. You could do forearm stand too. Quiet breath in and out through nose. Concentrate on the sixth chakra, right? Concentrate right behind the center of the forehead. Downward dog. Right foot forward. Left heel down, warrior. Open to warrior two. Sink the hips down. Press your palms out like you're pushing the walls away for the pericardium stretch. Good, let's do Ardha Chandrasana, balancing on the right leg. Take your right fingers a little forward and outside of the right baby toe, kick your left heel up into the sky. Well, not quite vertical, but you know what I mean? Kick the wall, lift your chest, look up. Keep concentrating around your center. If you want to bend your left knee and catch the foot and do bow, you could do that. like a half bow. Change left leg in the air, left hand down, twist it. So you're gonna lift your right chest and look up, potentially. Find your standing leg. If you want to bow, grab the foot and kick. Change standing, split left leg in the air. Okay, so the leg in the air, straighten it. Like squeeze it really tight. Point your toes. Standing leg, if it's got a micro bend, no problem. But leg in the air, try to lock it. Maybe walk your hands back to your right, either side of the ankle. We'll practice balancing. Whatever you got, squeeze your standing leg higher. Your extended leg higher. Tuck your now left toes to the back of your mat for high lunge, okay? So get the hamstring and the glute really strong on your left leg. So when you lift your chest, you're coming up, strength of the back leg, keeping the hips down, right knee bent. If you want, you could take Kali Mudra, interlacing the fingers, right? And if you're steady, right, on that back leg, you'll be able to lift your chest, look up, and look and reach for the wall behind you. Change, hands frame the front foot, step your left foot in a bit. For pyramid fold, you can have your hands on blocks or higher on the shin. You could also bend your front knee, but try to go long spine at first, and then we'll round the spine in a second. But keep the right hip back, left hip forward. Okay, so for spinal rounding, you got to contract navel spine, chin into the chest, and put your forehead on your knee. Now you're probably going to have to bend the front knee to make that connection. Maybe, see what happens. But put the forehead on the knee. Change, step back, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward. Downward. Left foot warrior. Come on up. Open to warrior two. Good. Palms press out. Stretching open the heart, connection, relationship, joy. Give it, receive it. Cool, Ardha Chandrasana. Bring your left hand down, kick your right heel back, and open up like cartwheel. That inner left foot, really important, right? To ground it so you don't fall back, so you don't have a wall, unless you're on a wall. But like the inner thighs, really work them. Open the chest, and then if you want to bend your right knee, catch the foot and kick like you're doing half bow. That rain sounds so beautiful. Change, right hand down, twist. So get long in the spine. I think chest forward, and then twist, turn open. Twisting around the belt vessel, around the, between the diaphragm and the navel. It's another sort of vayu, pranic place we can concentrate. Deals with absorption and digestion. Every twist activates it. Keep going. Take the hands down and kick the right leg up by squeezing it stronger. Like point your toes. Try to lock your right leg, standing leg. Take care of it so it's stable. Drop your head. Change, right toes tucked behind, high lunge. Lift the chest. Press your right big toe down a lot so you can kick the heel back. Strong right leg, squeeze right butt, lift chest up. If you want a backward bend, only do it if you feel steady. I mean, you can explore not being steady too, that's up to you. But if your lunge doesn't feel stable, work on your lunge. Change, bring your hands down. Step the right foot in, pyramid fold. Left hip back, right hip forward, meaning 2 hips as in one line as possible. Drop your head. So the back of the neck is long. So forward, hinge at the hips. So don't worry about it if like your chin's not on your shin, doesn't matter. And generally speaking, just to be safe in our joints, and this is for like Alec, I know you're super mobile. Just like feeling for the stretch when you're in your hamstrings, feel for it in like the meat of the hamstring, like middle of the back of the thigh. If you feel it all around the knee or all around the butt, you might want to adjust it. And that's also speaking from my own proneness to overstretching injuries, that kind of thing. Okay, round your spine, tuck your chin, look at your stomach, put your forehead on your knee. Bend your knee if the forehead's not on the knee. Suck your stomach in more. Breathe. Change, hands down, step back. Plank position. Squeeze your legs together. Side plank, go on the outer edge of your left foot, right arm up, chest up. Lift your hips. Breathe. Vasisthasana if you like. Step right foot behind, maybe bend right knee. Left foot flat, left leg straight. Hips up, head back. Change to your other side right away, no hesitation, just go. You've been here before, so you can explore variations. Adjust the posture to your breathing so you can breathe in and out through your nose. It's still calm and quiet, the breath. Change, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up, downward cobra. Exhale, downward. Go upside down again. So forearms, dolphin, or headstand. Not a super long hold, it's like 30 seconds though. So just be efficient. You can use a wall too. So you don't have to worry about toppling, right? And you can concentrate again on 6 chakras. So it's an area where we can just put awareness. It's a meditation tool when I speak of chakras. So behind the brow, clear it out. Be upside down. Change, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left heel down. Come on up. Warrior to warrior 2. Sorry, I'll face you. All right, we're going to keep going into these sort of warrior triangles. Let's take the right hand down inside of the right footer to block. Go left arm vertical to begin. If it feels like you're collapsing your right side waist, go forearm to thigh today. Okay, otherwise use a block or a book. Oh my God, Alec, I just remembered I haven't sent you. I'm supposed to send you blocks. Anyway, now if you want to take the arm extend over ear, palm is facing down. It's like pinky carves to the ground because you're externally rotating through the shoulder, but the left chest still lifts. So like right ribs come forward, left ribs lean back. And if you have your shoulder and your knee connected, you can press shoulder, knee, shoulder. Change, come up, strong warrior 2, straighten the right leg, go right into your other side. Okay, so start with the arm vertical, the right one, and then you can decide like what you're doing with your left. Forearm shin, or forearm thigh, fine. You just don't want to lean, of course, you want to use the strength. Side body extension, side angle pose. If you want to add the arm into the right foot, essentially, it's like one long line. Breathe. Change, come up. Straighten the left leg. Okay, now let's take right hand to hip, left arm overhead. And then square your hips to where your right leg is facing, whether it's front or back of mat. Okay, so for bend your right knee, let's do the twisted version. Bend your right knee a lot. Stamp down your left heel, and then you're going to twist to the right. Imagine your whole rib cage going across the thigh. So you can take the elbow and then the palms to stack. Concentrate on that place around the waist again. Breathe. And really draw navel to spine as you exhale. Press your left heel down. Full posture of the arms, the left hand comes down outside of the foot and the right arm extends. It's a very deep twist. You gotta stay in it. You gotta. Just breathe. Change. Go right into your other side. Straighten right leg. Lift toes, turn pivot on the heels. Left hand, I like to take my left hand to the hip, bend the left knee, right arm up. Feel your right heel grounded and then twisting with length. So you imagine, like, feel for your whole organs. Eventually they will, crossing the thigh. Stack the palms, thumbs to the chest, forearms vertical, and then just look up. Press your right heel back down if it lifted. Breathe. Keep bending your left knee. Concentrate around the center. Solar plexus. Nice chakra meditation. Change. Come up and just face all 10 toes same direction. Ooh, we got lightning. Bring your hands to your hips for a sec. And just adjust your feet for Padottanasana. Lift up through the chest. You can take a, oh, love it. Thunderstorm. Lift your chest and look up, look back. Okay, so you can go backward bend as much as you like. And you guys feel for, this can help, is to, again, concentrate still on that point below the navel. And feel for your sit bones narrowly coming towards each other. As you go more back, look back. Use your eyes. Come up if you took that back bend, and then send the chest heart forward to forward fold. And you're going to feel for your sitting bones now widening. You can bend your knees on the way down or the whole time. And you can take your hands out in front of you wherever you like. If you want to do like the like in the Bikram series, you hold under your heels. It's a really great grip if you're pretty deep in the posture. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Go back to your back and get it flat. So the whole spine is lengthening, include your neck. So you don't feel like wrinkles or tension in the back of the neck. It's just long, sides of the neck long even. And just breathe. This is a really good posture to relieve us from, you know, fear, anxiety, that kind of thing. Fight, flight. So then we can practice also just staying in a posture and then regulating our breathing, right? It's just a posture. You can always make it so that you can be in it. This might mean you do something kind of different, but it's that practice of staying with it. Just as you know, lift your heart, bring your heart, hands forward. Sorry, there's like frog in my throat today. And then let's go Sama Konasana, widen your feet out. Go as wide as you can. Maybe come onto your forearms. If you have center split, full Sama Konasana, go into your middle split. Okay, if you don't go all the way down into middle split, here's what you could do. That's kind of a similar action for the inner legs, is go into like the frog. So you put the knees down, towels if you need them, or pillows. Shouldn't be a ton of pressure on the knees, really. It's like extend the knees out wide, flex your feet, and then you can really come down probably onto your chest, or excuse me, onto your forearms, and maybe rest your head down. Like get into something where you can get low and hold and surrender. And because what we want to do here is, you know, of course, be safe with the knees, the joints, and all that. We want to relax the pelvic floor, so we're going to hold it. And if you need to squeeze release a bit at the base of the spine to feel that relaxing sensation, do that, and then just relax the inner groins, the inner thighs, pelvic floor. Concentrate on the entire spine. You could start at your feet, even the soles of your feet, and go up the inner legs, and then go up through the base of the spine, traveling up through the navel, the heart, the throat, all the way up to the crown of the head. Slow your breath down. Adjust the posture again so that you feel, you know, this is something, you know, safe, but also like it can be so intense and something you might typically want to run from. Certain postures are like that. And it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. Like you might look at someone who looks really super open in a certain pose, and they're actually going through some kind of like incredible turmoil about it. That's me in a lot of things, but you know what I mean? It's like you got to go in and just notice what's coming up for you. Maybe it's like nothing. You're just like, this is chill. I'll stay here all day. But whatever it is, take deep breaths, just a couple more moments. Okay, carefully return to a headstand or down or a dolphin. Okay, so take your time, but right away get upside down. Last one for now. Okay, so use your wall. Forearm stand, headstand, dolphin. Calm your breath. If you have a lotus in your headstand, do that. Go back to just concentrate, sixth chakra between the brow. Smooth control of the breath. It's calm, it's quiet. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right knee down, lift your chest, come up, Kapyasana. Hands can be either overhead, so I took my arms up right away, but you could go low back hands, or you can even have hands on the ground, or you can do the arms up. Press the right top of the foot down, squeeze your right glute, lift your chest. You're gonna go back, open the throat, breathe. It's like a stomach pathway opener for sure. Change, come up. Good, let's come to, let's twist again. Okay, so square off your legs, right arm up, turn to the left, elbow knee, or you can do binding here. If you want to take, if your ribs are like across your thigh, you can take your right arm under. I'm facing the wrong way, but if you need to see that, I think you guys know the bind. Yeah. Open your chest, breathe. Good, change, look down. Bring your hands to frame your front foot. Excuse me, bring your hands to your hips, sorry. And then You're gonna wanna reach your hands to the ground eventually, but I want you to try not to lean forward, okay? So you're gonna keep your chest up, right? If you have, this is like for Sean, he has 2 blocks, I know, and he'll put blocks under his hands here. So that's an option, but really you're using the strength of your legs. So I'm gonna take my right knee and I'm gonna keep sending it back as I squeeze my right butt a lot. Because I'm opening up the front of the hip. I'm trying to get my pelvis down low. I'm flexing my left foot so the heel's on the ground. So we're essentially doing a split, but we're going into the back leg first. And then left knee maybe stays quite a bit bent, and that's fine. And then when you have the balance, because your legs are strong, your butt is strong, your like navel, all your core muscles are extended, strong. I mean, take your arms overhead, you'll be able to. Okay, it doesn't matter if your hips are all the way on the ground or if your left leg is straight. Now over time, you'll do that. Oh, that was kind of went in too fast. But you want to keep squeezing your muscles around the legs regardless. Squeeze your glutes, draw the navel in. This posture is not, it's taught often as a hamstring stretch. It's not that, in my opinion. It's about lifting, you can say kundalini, right? It's lifting the subtle energy up the spine. So that's why stay upright and do the variations. The left knee bent. Yeah, good. And then, over time the arms lift and they don't have to, but it's that chest up action. Okay, let's change, you guys, and go to pigeon on your left. I know we've been on the left a long time, but we'll do it all on the other side too. So just fold your left shin to whatever degree you want. And do a variation of the posture that feels good on your joints. And then now you will fold. So now you're going to bring the chest down. And if you're in the sort of standard pigeon version, we're a lot on the left side, the outer left leg, gallbladder pathway. But, a lot of, someone mentioned some anger today to me. So it's like, anger could be hanging out in your side body. So like just concentrate on some nice deep breaths and notice what you feel and give patience and permission to, let those emotions freely flow, healthy, smooth. If we lock them up or block them, then they get a little, may cause even more stuff. So just breathe. Okay, take 2 more deep breaths. Try to go as slow as you can in your breathing. And you can change after your 2 breaths. When that time is for you, you'll come back to, just go to downward facing dog. We'll transition right leg forward, left knee down. And we'll split the legs. So this is this Kapiyasana pose. It's called some different things in different lineages. But anyway, this lunge where you kind of deeply split the legs, your right knee can go, like mine can go way forward, that's fine. It's like my shin and my ankle are fine with that, and my knee. And then you let your left hip like go towards the ground as much as possible, but you gotta squeeze your left, to the gluteus medius and the max of like your whole glute, essentially just engage it, and then lift up your organs. Draw in. If you're letting your head go back and doing a back bend, think about that below the navel point again. It really helps the neck feel freer, the front of the throat open. And the whole channel from the base to the crown. If you're in the back bend, come up and prepare to twist, which means you're going to square off again if you were in the more split version. Heel under knee, hip over knee, twist to the right this time. Wrap and bind if you like. Concentrate around the belt, around the, in between, it's like right between the navel and the diaphragm. So it's a little higher than the actual like belly button. But for general purposes, if you just think about the navel, it's good. And behind that navel too, like in your kidney area, breathe there. Change when you're ready, bring your hands. With the activity, oh, we did splits. Okay, so hands to the hips or the blocks. Gonna set your left leg back first. I'm squeezing my left glute a ton. Okay, and then I'm gonna flex my right toes. And maybe start thinking about kicking the heel out. But first, like the lower you can get your pelvis with the front knee bent, right? You'll have your fingers, you'll be able to touch the ground. You can stay there or you can practice bringing your arms up. And breathing up from the pelvic floor to the crown of the head. Eventually you'll have, you'll feel the base of the spine actually on the ground. That's when you go all the way down, and that takes just time. If you are all the way down, or either way, squeeze and engage your quads, your glutes. Squeeze around the core muscles, navel, spine, all that is just strong. And then you fly up energetically. Concentrate 6th chakra. Meditate there. Change into pigeon when you're ready. Nice. Shift your right shin in. We're doing little hips today. Ooh, okay, and then come down. So now you let your, just surrender down. The 3 sort of brain centers, head, heart, gut. Just think about that, relaxing to the earth. Right, when we taught in yoga, yoga anatomy is not, it's like pre-science. So it's like not, it's based on subtle, what's the word? Like you can't touch it. It's not like a brain is a thing. It weighs 2 pounds or whatever, it's like a mass, and you know what the brain is. But consciousness, or the mind, is not, that's subtle. So when we talk about nadis or pathways in the Chinese medicine, the meridians and the chakras, and these are just they're tools for us for awareness, but they're not necessarily, they're not a physical form like a bone or a muscle. So, but it's different. It's you gotta, that's why yoga is different practice than because we're working with subtle body. Okay, that's all I'll say. Just relax and breathe. And we start to correlate what is our, how consciousness and breath is affecting our mind and is affecting our world, our life, our emotions, all of it. So that's what the great teachings, the rishis who were doing postures and sitting and studying all this. Go ahead and come up when you're ready. Right, that's the gift that they gave us, is this way of looking. Okay, tuck your toes at the back from your, where were we, pigeon? Okay, go to down dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Come on up. Shoulders down, chest up, stand nice and tall again. Okay, so just let's do one balance posture today, and we'll run out of time if I try to do all of them. Let's do standing bow. Okay, so bring your left arm up alongside of your ear, reach up, lift the chin a little bit, just so you're not tucking it, and then take your right elbow close to the body. Reach your right hand behind you to pick up the right foot at the inside ankle bone, and then bring your two knees together. Point your right toes and then lift even a little bit more the chest. You could stay here. That's what I do sometimes. And just stay and breathe and let this, especially if you have an injury in your shoulder or anything. Kick when you're ready though. If you're ready to kick back. The right shoulder goes back with the kick. The left shoulder comes out in front of you under the chin. And you keep just activating the kick in your back, and you keep your standing leg solid as you bring your body down. It's just gonna be a 5. Keep reaching, kicking 4, 3, kick higher 2, and then kick to come out. Try to reverse. And bring your left arm down, take a breath. Good, and then bring your right arm up, second side, left elbow in. It's like you got the serving tray or whatever, and you're gonna take it behind you. Don't drop it, but put the hand behind and pick up your left inside ankle. Held outside ankle if that doesn't work for you. Knees together, stretch up. Stay here, or start to kick. So if you're getting ahead of the, what is it called, putting the cart before the horse, you gotta get the horse in front again. And when you're ready to kick. Go ahead and do the shoulders opposite, but try to keep the hips in line. Bring your body down. Go into it for just 5, 4, kick, up, and change. Return, feet down, arms down, and take a breath in. Good. Breathe out. Okay, so come to the, let's just come to like a toe squat at the top of your mat, or wherever you're facing, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and just kind of let your, you can let your heels, if your heels come down, or if you feel okay hugging around the knees, you can do that. And you can even drop your chin in, and she'll give the low back a nice stretch. Sacral. Okay, and then come back onto your toes a bit so you can lift your chest. You can have your hands on your thighs, or you can bring your hands to heart. Realize I'm in total like shadow. I'm gonna move the camera soon since I am filming today. Okay, so from here, you're gonna turn, twist to the right. So you can think about, again, moving the left ribs across the thigh. It's gonna be really elbow for most of us. Twist, twist. You can try to let your heels come down to the ground, maybe just by lifting your butt a little bit. Keep turning and twisting, look up, breathe. If you want to practice side crow, you're in a really good spot to go into it. Put your hands down, lean your right elbow maybe into the hip. Your left elbow is probably where it needs to be, and then just lean in and maybe lift your toes off the ground. Go ahead. I'm not doing it on this side, it's my shoulder. Yeah, and do any version of side crow. Try to hold for 5 breaths. And then come back to the center and kind of see. Looks like you guys are interested in side crow. Let's do it the other side. So start with a twist, elbow knee, turn the chest, pull in around the belt, waist. Find your balance. And if you're ready to go into side crow, put your hands down and lean. The toes will come up. Maybe the head has to come on the ground, no biggie. Any variation you want, just concentrate on staying for 5 breaths. That's, for many of us, the challenge, right? Of just like staying. Change. Know thyself as far as what you can handle. Sit down with your hips, with your heels between your hips. Sorry, with your hips between your heels. Sit in Virasana. Let me shift just slightly. Okay, so if your hips don't go all the way to the ground, just stay upright for now. You can put a pillow or something block. I keep saying block and then I feel bad because I was supposed to send out like blocks. So I have them if you guys want them. Or yeah, you can just come and go. Got a whole bin full of hands to the feet. and lower right or left elbow. If you're going back, you gotta let the shoulders come down and the head come down. Knees can separate if they need to. Try not to if they don't need to. Okay, so Yoni, you can do knees together, go fists in the gut like we did last week, and lean forward like in child's pose and do an abdominal massage like that. Alec, you're gonna take any kind of pressing onto any of the points around the navel and go a little above the navel, a little below the navel, or to either side, just any kind of abdominal massage. When you're in this posture, it's a great point, but otherwise you can do also the other. Yeah, just anywhere. You did meridian stuff with me or acupressure, but just choose one maybe and breathe. Okay, change. Hands to the feet, use the help of your elbows, press yourself up. And keep your left knee shin folded and bring your right leg out. So you're like the half. Okay, hold on. Just turn a slight. I was so good at my angles at my other place, I haven't figured it out here. Okay, so the let's do Brahmasana. Okay, so the right heel is either going to come to the inner left thigh, or you're going to go half lotus with your right foot. Try to have your inner thighs as close together as possible. Okay, cool. Alex, see how you're like flexing? Yeah, let the foot, like let the front of the top of the foot go long. You're not really pointing it, but just, yeah, not flexing. Okay, and then from here, take, Alec, your right hand behind you, and Yoni, if you're in the half lotus, and you gotta lean forward so that you can catch your toe. You got it, it's there, point it, you'll get it. There you go. Okay, so then you take your left hand under the right knee. And you're gonna twist to the right. If the foot's not in lotus, you know, you're not going to catch the toes, but you could try putting the hand under the knee or on the knee if it's not under yet. If it's under, you press down through the palm of the wrist. Okay, now lift your heart, not the chin. Chin is just parallel. But in this posture, there is a hinge at the hips. But you want to try to lift the energy up into the chest and twist, twist. Okay, untwist. Let's try the other side. Right shin back, the half hero. Left foot either inside knee or half lotus. And if you can get your, the more you have your half lotus, the inner thighs come closer together, the knees come closer together. Everything's going to be more centered and get the kind of binds and all that. So lean forward, reach the left hand behind, catch the foot. Take your right hand, turn the palm down, your right fingers are going to the right under the knee, and then you get that pressure of the knee, but you press the palm down and lift the heart. Turn and twist, breathe. I mean, we've done this one in a while. And here on Zoom, twist. I practice it all the time. Go ahead and untwist. And let's go into onto your stomach right away, Bhujangasana. Not Bhujangasana, let's do locust. Shalabhasana, variation, chin forward, chin forward. Did I say that twice? I did. Chin forward, chin forward. Okay, arms on your sides, interlace your 10 fingers behind your back. Squeeze your legs together, use the cobra tail action. Lift the eye gaze, lift the breath into the upper chest, lift the chest, lift the legs. Now, reach the legs long, more important than high, yeah? And then keep breathing, breathe, breathe, lift the heart. Squeeze the butt. Unlace your hands and bring your arms forward with the palms face up and the pinkies close, touching if possible. For 3, lift up. Get longer, 2, keep breathing. Change, lower down. Listen, you can rest or vinyasa. Cobra to downward facing dog. You're gonna go back to the stomach. Okay, and we're gonna do Sphinx pose, forearms down, chest forward. Keep your hips on the ground. And you can bend your right knee. And then with your right hand, reach back, grab for the foot. You can angle, I like to angle my left forearm in. Try not to, see how I'm twisting my chest. I'm gonna try not to do it. I'm gonna bring the chest more forward. And if the heel's low enough, it is the heel of the right hand to press it down by spinning the right thumb in towards the waist. And I'm concentrating on the upper chest lifting. It's an upper back bend. Change to your other leg if you have it. Left foot. Steer the chest forward and breathe. Upper spine back bend. Lift your chest. Yay. Cool. Okay, so the full posture is grabbing from inside both feet and rotate the hands in. But it's the upper spine back bend. So once that's there, you'll get your feet and all that. But let's do a vinyasa. So upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog, come forward plank. Hold your plank, guys. We're gonna do a throat stretch today. It's really gonna be a chest heart stretch. So think about it. Lower just your knees. Keep your elbows pinned in towards you, but lower your chest and your chin. Lay your heart down, lay your chin down, and you can even lift your chin and send it more forward so the throat is going to the ground. You have to be able to breathe, so make sure that's happening. Even though it might be intense because of the pressure, just keep breathing. Now, if it's too intense, just back off. The knees can walk back. If you want to take the knees more forward, do that. That'll increase the sensation probably. Other variations are interlacing the hands behind. I like that one because I can just really get my chest down more. It's not for everyone. Another one is arms forward. This is probably, I think, the deepest. And my shoulder thing doesn't like it on my right side. So I'll just show on the left if you want to see it. You make like spider fingers and bring your arms forward. It's like you lay your armpits down too. While we're showing you the variations, I'll do one more, which is bending the knees and grabbing the ankles. Again, that'll increase the chest down sensation. Stay in it, whatever you've chosen, and breathe. Cobra, king cobra though. So think of what your chest is doing on the ground and do that to the ceiling, the sky. Separate your legs, widen them, lift your chest. You can press into your hands, so keep your hips down. Like you'll feel your pelvis pubic bone on the ground. And then look up, look back. Yes. Okay, good. Stay there, Alec, and just bend your elbows a little in and back. And then keep going back. You got to look for your toes. If you want to bend your knees, squeeze around the glutes, bend your knees and bring your big toes together. Put your toes on your head. Look, yes, keep going. Breathe. Breathe. That's amazing. Nice, you guys. Come out when you're ready. Do a vinyasa or rest. And go right into down dog. Let's do one more on the stomach, bow. Okay, come on down. Reach back up for your feet. That's so cool. Did you touch your head? It looks like you're close. I'm gonna keep working with you on that one. Point your toes and kick, kick, kick. Bow. Okay, so lift the breath. Open the chest, the lungs, look up, kick. Roll a little forward so you're on the soft part of the abdomen, kick. Look for your toes. Change. Cobra. Downward facing. Shins down, hands to the low back. We got a camel now, okay? I'm just gonna keep back bending until 4 o'clock. Just kidding. Lift your chest, look up. Feel your, again, that point below the navel, so you can drop your head back. Look for the wall behind you. You see the wall? If you want to grab your heels, grab your heels. Change, come up out of your camel pose. When you're ready, sit down, keep the spine upright, but just relax, close your eyes, concentrate, notice. Okay, come on to, okay, here's the option. I don't know if either of you are practicing scorpion. That's like the forearm stand with the back bend where you put your toes on your head. If you're practicing that, you can do that or do wheel. Come onto your back and go into a wheel. Okay, so one more backward bend. If you don't feel like ready to do either of those, do another camel. Usually there's a few, like I would put a few more camel-y things in before wheel, but we're here, go for it. Okay, so if you're doing wheel, bring your hands alongside of your ears, press in your hands and your feet, come up maybe just top of the head. Feels like too much, do another camel or even another bow on your belly. Otherwise, do wheel. Try to straighten your arms and look for your toes. If you want to lift your heels, that's fine. Concentrate that point below the navel again. See what it does, how it helps. Relax the neck. Squeeze around the back muscles as you open the front body. If you're ready to come out, when you're ready, just tuck your chin, lower it down, or you can do drop backs. You can do whatever back bends you want to do for a couple of moments. If you came down onto your back though, looks like you did, cool. Just relax for a breath. And then draw your knees in, just gently. You don't have to squeeze deep unless you want to. And you can hold the backs of your legs. We're just gonna roll like a ball a couple of times through the spine. And then let's come onto the feet. I'm gonna round the spine in a crow. Okay, so we're gonna a little bit counter the back bend with a crow. So try, since you guys have been doing crow a long time, I mean, be careful with stuff, but try to have your arms a little straighter if possible and the knees a little higher. And then pull in through the navel, lean forward. So you take your knees to your armpits, and then maybe the toes float, or not. Keep scooping the stomach in. Just a little bit of spinal rounding. And try to straighten your arms. It's hard. It's like one of the harder versions, okay, of arm balancing. Nice, you guys. Come down when you're ready. Cool, and sit your hips down. Bring your legs out in front of you. And let's twist. Bring the right foot across the left knee. Bring your left shin in. Right hand behind. We'll twist to the right and bring left arm up. Press the knee away. With the help of the elbow, turning, twisting, you can take left hand down, scoop up knee on the ground or scoop up arch of the foot. And open the chest. Chin parallel, look out beyond your right shoulder, but get taller. Yes, to the crown of the head. There's that, channel we look for from the base to the crown, rising. Untwist your legs. Before we do the other side, let's take a moment just in cow. Okay, so I think you're both good to do cow face. Keep your right knee on top and just stack the knees. So you're already there basically, but then you let the right shin kind of come down and adjust as you need to so you feel your base even on the ground. If you can, just bring your heels in close. Option to take hands to the feet, or if you want to do the arm bind, the right arm elbow comes forward so you can drop the hand down. Left arm internally rotate, thumb down so you can reach behind. And make the connection between the fingers using a strap or a towel if you need to. And you can sit in meditation in this posture, concentrating again at that space in the center of the brow, behind the forehead. Just awareness. So letting our bodies and minds and speech just rest in their natural state. Change, let's do a twist on the other side, and then we'll do that same cow face. So right knee forward, left foot step across, left hand behind, right arm up to prepare, elbow, knee, press knee away, reach down, pick up the foot or the knee, or don't worry about that if it's not happening yet. You want to concentrate on the twist. Go to the waist, around the belt. Look out of your left shoulder, eyes are twisting the neck. Left hand, if you want to reach around and grab for the thigh, that's another option. Untwist, stack the knees. Sit down again. If the butt lifted, you got to get it back down. So adjust. You can always sit on a block on this one too, or a pillow. And then we got the bind. This side, the left elbow forward, so you can drop the hand down, use a strap in the left hand, right arm internally rotates. And then you make the connection of the fingers, if available, otherwise use something else. I was just reading in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. This is, a posture in that text. It's about, I think it's like 500 years old. Anyway, it's they talked about the arms in this posture, like representing the infinity symbol. It's interesting, behind the cross, behind the heart. But yeah, so the connection important, but again, using, like this one, it hurts my right shoulder, so if I'm not warmed up enough, I do a strap, all that kind of thing. But concentrate on awareness itself, just breathe. The thing that is, illuminating, that is shining a light, that's the thing noticing the noticings, noticing the thoughts, noticing the sensations. What is that? Okay, undo your arms when you're ready. Undo your legs when you're ready. And bring both of your legs out in front of you. We'll do Paschimottanasana. So a seated forward fold. You can use any props you like. But try to come down with a hinge at the hips. Bend your knees is great in this one. Prop under the knees, strap around the feet, all the things you want to do so that you can come into the posture, and we're going to hold it for a while. Okay, so we're going to concentrate on this one again, behind, like around the solar plexus, the third chakra. So breathe there and just observe. Once you've come forward as much as you're going to go, then you let the head go. Do grips of the feet, anything you like. Like there's many variations in this pose, but again, just concentrate around the navel, in the back and front and the sides, the whole sort of belt around there. The best postures for the organs, for digestion, for the back body, the nervous system. That's why holding it is a good idea. It sometimes is a throat, like I find teachers that'll just like quickly go through this one. It's like, if you can do this, this is one you could do every day just on your own and try to hold it for like, 5 to 10 minutes. It's a good idea. We'll just be here for a few more breaths, but see how slow you can breathe so it lasts. Good. When you're ready, slowly, slowly come up and bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Okay. We'll do, I don't know, you guys have like, I feel like joints that might want to do this one variation that I like. So you could do the heels in close and bring your hands behind to let just the inner thighs relax. And I like to really work a little bit deeper into the pelvis and the feet with this one. So let me just show you this variation that I like, and you can do it if or not. Okay, I'm taking I'm doing my left toes and I'm tucking them, and then I'm bringing my heel into my right thigh. I'm like pressing my heel into my thigh, so it feels really good. It's opening my hip, and my knee feels great. Like, so again, just look for anything that feels good like in it, and don't hurt yourself. You'll know, you'll be like, oh yeah. But like when you press the heel into the thigh, you're getting, this one, Rose in New York, my teacher, like kind of showed me this. I was like, oh, that's awesome. So it's a preparation. You can do your other side, try if you did one. Otherwise, stay in Baddha Konasana. It's like a preparation for, I can't think of the name of the pose, but where you're in Baddha Konasana and you take your feet completely, take both toes down and the heels up. So you could try that too. It's for fun. Yeah. I thought Alec would like be all about that. And then people can bring, like Rose can bring her heels like up to her chest. It's crazy. Like I'm not there. But anyway, Baddha Konasana is great too. And then let's just do one more pose because we got to finish up here. Let's go to go onto your back. Go into either shoulder stand, so you can go all the way up into your shoulder stand. So you're on your shoulders, you can go up to viparita prani, so you're on the back of the heart. Do one of those if possible, or it looks like, yeah, cool, you guys are doing one of those. And just relax into your breath being like quiet and calm. We're reversing again the prana that is in the lower is moving and being contained in the heart. So it's described as like drops of vital essence, or amrita, the drops of consciousness. If you can do lotus and shoulder stand, do your lotus and shoulder stand, otherwise stay. Go into a plow. If you're in shoulder stand, you could do embryo or ear pressure pose. We put the knees outside of the ears. Or if you're in lotus, you drop the lotus down and you hug your arms around potentially. Slowly, slowly, arms come down first, so you can roll through the spine to the ground. And you're lowering the vertebrae. Once the hips are down, prepare for fish as an option before Shavasana. Okay, so if you're doing fish, lift the chest, walk your elbows in, and towards your hips. You can lift the chest more, head drop back. So the top of the head comes on the ground. You can do Uttana Padasana, which is the arms and legs extending at like 45-degree angle. If you're steady in your fish, you're comfortable there, you can practice that. And when you come out of fish, press your elbows, bring your chin in, lower your head, lower everything into Shavasana. So just let go. Completely let go. Once you're in Shavasana, let go of your need to control the body. Let go of your need to control the breath. Let go of your need to control the mind and just let everything happen. Rest in awareness, the true self. Awareness, I think, is a great descriptor of that state. It's also known as luminosity, pure consciousness. May all beings have happiness and the cause of happiness. May all beings be free of suffering and the cause of suffering. May all beings have equanimity, freedom from attachment and aversion. May all beings have joy. May our practices allow us to help each other along the way. When you're ready, you can come to a comfortable seat. You can stay in Shavasana longer. No need to rush. I'm gonna probably have to end Zoom in a moment just because another appointment, but take your time. Bring your hands to your heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. So have a great rest of your day, and thanks so much for coming. We did, I think, a full 90-ish. I mean, I know we start late, so.
Thank you so much, Donna.
Thank you, Kitty.
Bye.